Okay. Again, welcome everybody. Thanks for your patience and thanks for joining us this afternoon. We've got a little over 130 people on the call, and just want to walk down through some of the stuff that we're going to do today. Obviously, we're going to hear an update from our host here at the Wilson Workforce Rehabilitation Center. Kyle Congleton, who's the Chief of Staff at the center, is going to lead that presentation and update. Additionally, we've got Dr. Kim at McKnight, who's on to discuss the VCU Teacher Residency Program and talk about how they're using apprenticeships and work-based learning opportunities to develop both teachers and administrators for Virginia schools. And then we'll round out the town hall with a set of updates from Virginia Works team. And then just some heads up about future meetings and other things coming down the pipe. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Kyle and have him present on the Wilson Workforce Center.
Great. Well, thank you for that introduction. And also, good afternoon and welcome from Fishersville, Virginia. We're very grateful to have you be able to host the town hall from the center. And it's a great privilege for me to be able to share some information in the absence of my director. So in any event, So the Wilson Workforce Center is a part of a division of the Virginia Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services. So we are one small component of the larger agency, but specifically under the Virginia Rehabilitative Services. So the center its role really is to provide opportunities to connect the workforce individuals who are interested in working in the workforce, becoming a part of the workforce, and businesses. So as you can see, together with our partners in the field and we use labor market data. We work with local workforce boards as part of our training. They help us understand what are the current needs in the industries, as well as what emerging workforce demands might be coming. WWRC cross-references employer needs and the skills and the goals of the DARS participants seeking the employment, just to ensure that the jobs we train for are relevant and provide industry-recognized credentials. The strategic alignment guarantees that the WWRC training directly responds to what the employers are recommending, solidifying our role in strengthening the state's broader workforce initiatives. One of the things that we really leverage in the field also is our business development managers, our placement counselors, and our field counselors. They provide us the referrals for our participants to attend our programs here at the center, and then in transition back to the community, the business development managers and the placement counselors provide opportunities to help facilitate those students transition back. So from a career readiness standpoint, WWRC, the benefit of the center is its comprehensiveness. We have physical therapists, we have counseling, we have mental health and behavioral health services that are provided. We provide a residential community, and for many of our students or our participants, this is really their first opportunity to live away from home. So we look at a lot regarding independent living. So we also provide recreational therapies, financial literacies, driving. Our driving program is very popular. It's very busy, but we provide opportunities for students to get their permits as well as also obtain licensures. I'm sorry, you want me to give you a suit? Yeah. So vocational training, I apologize, the slides are a little bit small, but again, as Anthony indicated, we'll send this out to you all. But these are some of the adult programs that we have available. Auto mechanics is very popular, but we also have a building trades, business, culinary skills and food service, manufacturing technology, the materials handling, external training option, which really are our training programs that are based in the communities. So some students may reside here on campus and then be provided training out at actual business sites. And our staff works with those businesses to help facilitate any accommodations or interventions that may be necessary, assistive technologies we can provide to those businesses in order to facilitate a successful outcome on site. We also have that statewide. So we do have some members of our staff in the Tidewater area. So they do provide external training options within the Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Chesapeake areas. We also have an IT boot camp, but then as I also mentioned, the driving program. So those are our adult programs. So we also serve the youth population through our post-secondary education and rehabilitation, transition program, PERT. Youth programming is anywhere from 15 to 21, 22. We have a PERT comprehensive program, which is a 5-day program on site. The students have the opportunities to, again, live away from home. We provide independent living skills. They also have job counseling. They get to do hands-on work as well during that period. We have Transition Academy. The Transition Academy is really designed for a population that has more significant disabilities, and we provide them the opportunity to actually go into our training programs and shadow the existing students that are in there. Our community PERT, we do provide some 3-day events out within the community. So some of our counselors will actually go off-site and go into various school communities to be able to facilitate very similar activities that we might have during our on-campus comprehensive center. Credential Week, that is a very fun week for us. That's a couple of weeks a year, actually, where we actually provide students the opportunity to work within a retail environment. It gives them the opportunity to obtain credentials within the, it's the National Retail, it's NRF, National Retail Federation. Thank you. Yep. So they take a test after the end of the week, and they can actually leave that particular event with a credential. Career Seminar is an opportunity for us, usually again, it's a 3-day event. Again, they come on site and they're provided the opportunity to job shadow. Sometimes that is with our facilities folks might be an opportunity, but also our training programs as well. Career Day is just a 1-day event. Generally, they're bringing about 50 up to 50 students that will come in on site, talk to them about career exploration, what things that might they be interested in. And again, they do also have the opportunity to do some job shadowing. We do have a virtual PERT program. It's limited currently to 5 hours. And it is conducted from the center with our counselors, and the students actually are on site in their school systems. So they are provided the opportunity to go through a series of questions and some information that may help with their ability to do independent activities in their own homes, as well as job exploration again. We have recently started standing up a number of high impact short-term programming. One of them was our work readiness program. Now that is a 6-week program that is for adults. That is an opportunity for students or participants to come from the field that may have an opportunity or higher needs before they transition into a training program or into a work site. It focuses primarily, again, on career exploration, social skills. It focuses on the 21st century workplace skills. And that's a large part of their curriculum. We've provided vocational evaluations, which gets into, again, career exploration, but also gets into the finer parts of a particular career. So they are broken up into service-oriented, trades-oriented, and healthcare. So our evaluators we have different activities. They can get 2 to 3, areas of evaluations when they come on site for the week. Again, that is up to them. That's their choice. What do they want? What are they interested in? And we just schedule it around their interests. The pre-ETS Academy, pre-ETS Academy was interesting. This year we had it for the first time. It basically is high school students who come on site. It's a day. This year it was a day operation. So local communities, students came on site, and we had identified certain organizations and businesses throughout the community that just allowed us to come on site, and they were able to shadow some of these employers and just listen to about the opportunities and occupation opportunities that existed in that particular organization. Some of them might be the Augusta Health Hospital facility that is here in Fishersville, as well as Mary Baldwin University, another local university, as well as Fishburne School System. We also took them to a health and fitness center. So that just to try to give them a different perspective, but very successful. The students enjoyed it, as well as the staff. We also have stood up a number of academies, again, both for adults and for students. Specifically, you can see here where we do some exploration in drones, where we just give the opportunities to learn about what it might take to become a drone licensed operator, but it's more just exploratory. The Exploration and Manufacturing Technology Academy, our manufacturing technology training program, is very popular and has led to really strong, very good outcomes with regards to both wages and employment. So we have an academy there to just, again, introduce that particular training program, as well as those occupations that might fit within that. That might be manufacturing, it could be robotics, it could be 3D printing, it could be a number of different manufacturing types of employments. Drone Licensure Academy, we do offer a 3-week academy for adults to actually obtain their drone license. So that's a little bit more intense than the academy.
Okay.
So now I think what we'd like to do is be able to show you a video of our director, giving a little bit more of history and a little better explanation of the center.
Okay, one moment. I think we have an issue with the audio there, so we'll restart it.
No. Oh, they can hear us. They can hear us.
You can hear us, but not the audio.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry. Let me try one thing real quick.
Since WWRC's establishment in 1947, WWRC has demonstrated a commitment to continuous improvement that has enabled us to meet the workforce training needs of Virginians with disabilities. The ever-changing labor market has necessitated our well-documented organizational agility. With the implementation of WIOA, WWRC responded with a collaborative effort to continue meeting the training needs of our participants, including the provision of industry-recognized credentials to align ourselves with workforce development programs. An example of these credentials is the NCCER Core. WWRC partnered with a local community college to provide the instruction necessary for obtaining this credential in basic construction skills to meet the demand for skilled and capable workers. We see an opportunity to provide instruction and credentials to support the upskilling of Virginians with disabilities, including the potential to offer this training in a remote or hybrid manner. At WWRC, we recognize the need to serve Virginians with disabilities in a variety of ways. Today's labor market demands a strong, adaptable workforce. WWRC has been an integral part of the lived experience of tens of thousands of Virginians with disabilities training for the workforce. WWRC is uniquely positioned to provide the comprehensive supports and accommodations necessary to ensure success for individuals with disabilities across the state through traditional, virtual, and hybrid formats. An increasing number of Virginians are acquiring the digital literacy skills that are needed both in the workplace and to access virtual learning. We are leveraging the immense knowledge of our staff and the wraparound services to successfully provide services through our learning management system. We have successfully provided training opportunities in areas such as pre-employment transition skills, information technology, and driver's education. Our team is also implementing the use of Transfer VR, which leverages the use of technology to provide immersive career exploration through virtual and augmented reality. Integrating the use of technology in both the user experience and the delivery of our services will allow us to increase our overall impact for DARS and our partners in the development of Virginia's workforce. WWRC's past is a strong predictor of our future. We have demonstrated our ability to successfully meet the changing demands of the job market. Virginians with disabilities have a future that provides our comprehensive traditional service model as the foundation for expansion as we continue to be a leader in vocational rehabilitation and workforce development. The success of our participants and our collaborative workforce development partnerships will be continued evidence of the positive impact that we are making for Virginia's businesses and our residents.
Okay, Kyle?
Yeah, so a couple of questions that we thought might come up. How does a Virginian with disability access WWRC services? Again, all of our students, participants that are they're active DARS clients, and they're referred through the local vocational rehabilitation counselors in the field. So you can reach out, you can go to the website and identify your local state office. After a participant completes the program here at WWRC, as I mentioned, we partner with the field again as they transition back into the community. Both the job placement counselors as well as the business development managers help identify areas of opportunity for them to work, and we'll actually help them with independence as well as apartments and resume interviews. All of those types of things are available to them through those offices. Again, if you want to contact us, you certainly can just reach out to Allison herself, or you can reach out to us at our admissions team, and the numbers are there. But again, thank you very, very much for allowing us the opportunity to just share our information with you.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it, Kyle. And again, reminder for everybody, if you have questions, you can put them in the chat, and if we have time at the end of the programming, we'll address those. And now I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Kim McKnight to talk about the good work that VCU is doing on teacher apprenticeships.
Yay! Hi, everyone. It's so nice to be with you. Can you all hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, we've got you.
Perfect. So I'm so excited to be with you, and I will talk about RTR, formerly known as Richmond Teacher Residency, and now we are doing a registered teacher apprenticeship program. We can go to the next slide, please.
And there may just be a little lag there, so there
No worries. So I'm Kim. So nice to meet you. I direct the Center for Teacher Leadership in the School of Education at Virginia Commonwealth University. I'm also the executive director of RTR, and I am a former kindergarten teacher, and I'm very proud to be a national board certified teacher, which less than 4% of teachers nationwide hold that certification. And I'll talk a little bit more about our program. Next slide, please. So a little bit about RTR. We are currently in our 15th year of preparing. We recruit, prepare, support, and retain extraordinary and inspiring teachers for our hardest to staff schools across Virginia. We began with our partnership with Richmond Public Schools, and we have since expanded to 27 school divisions. And you can see in the little map of Virginia, all the little dots are the school divisions that we currently partner with. We've been funded through federal, state, and philanthropic grants. And so far, 403 teachers have been prepared, and 373 veteran teachers are the mentors. So those are the teachers of record that have the residents in their classroom for a full year or 2 years. Next slide, please. So a little bit about our preparation model. We have pre-service teachers. Those are individuals who are learning to be a teacher. They are completing their degree for free in either 1 or 2 years. They spend those years in a K-12 classroom 3 to 4 days per week, learning alongside that rock star teacher who's their mentor. And throughout the program, we do what's called a gradual release of responsibility. Over time, they will take on 1 subject, 2 subjects, 3 subjects, half the day, and then they will do full solo teaching where the mentor teacher is coming in, collecting data, doing observations, tools, and then they step out of the room for about 6 weeks, and then it goes back to a co-teaching model until the very last day of school, and then they are committing to that school or school division for 3 additional years as what we call a service loan, where they work off having the degree paid for as a third. So for each year that they stay, they have worked off 1/3 of what they received on the front end for either their undergraduate or their graduate degree. Next slide, please. So we wanted to do a little bit of a crosswalk between what the residency is and the apprenticeship. So as we think about Virginia Works and labor terms, we think of an apprentice or a resident, a journey worker, or the in-service teacher. That is the mentor. And then again, I won't read to you, but you can see just the overview of what we are doing to really show you what we've done over time. Next slide, please. So what we were so excited about is that when we were able to take residents that were at first getting unpaid, they were working in schools, typically as a full-time student, and then in a partnership with Prince William, we were able in 2023 to create the Earn While You Learn opportunity. And through the SAFE grant, through both Virginia Works and Department of Education, and I would like to give a shout out to Shauna LeBlanc and Rob Gilstrap, through the Department of Education, as well as Virginia Works and the National Center for Grow Your Own, that really tried to help us think about what that looks like over time, to have the individuals working in schools while getting their degrees completely paid for free, and maintaining high quality in that mentorship. And I put in very big letters, if you can see, what we learned is that it's not that people don't want to go into teaching, it's that they don't want to go into debt. And that was what was so exciting about the apprenticeship. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more in the next slide. So at Prince William, what we were able to do is that when we first started, it was unpaid and we had 6 applicants. For those that don't know, Prince William is the 2nd largest school division in Virginia. They have 102 schools and we were only able to get 6. And then when we were able to offer the Earn While You Learn, we had over 300 applicants in the 2023 school year. And that was a 5,000% increase. And what we really learned is that individuals really want to become teachers and they also want to get paid to do it. And so we were very thankful for this opportunity through grants, through Prince William's investment, through VCU's tuition reductions, to be able to cover those tuition costs, the test preparation, the testing fees, all while these individuals are getting salary and benefits while working in that mentor teacher's classroom. And since then, it has continued to grow, and we're very excited to also have our school leader residency, which is through apprenticeships for school leaders too. And so they are also able to get their degree to become school leaders, because what we've learned over time, we have followed all of our graduates, and one of the most important pieces of people staying in the career is the power of leadership in schools. When they feel like they're supported by school leaders, they are more willing to stay. Next slide, please. So I love to tell the story of Ettrick Elementary in Chesterfield County on the border of Petersburg, because Prince William we've only been in partnership with them for a few years. But as we think about what this solution, this is a long-term solution. This is not just a Band-Aid approach. Ettrick Elementary in 2017 had lost its state accreditation and was deemed under warning by the Virginia Department of Education. When we first started this partnership with Dr. Randy Smith, the principal at Ettrick, there had been 50% turnover of the staff 2 years in a row. And we began with only 3 residents, and those are the beautiful women in the picture there, and their mentor teachers who all came to support them at their VCU graduation. And what we have done over time, what started with 3, now 22 out of 37 of the staff at Ettrick are RTR residents, graduates, or mentors. We have a current apprentice there now. And within 2 years, Ettrick became a national distinguished Title I school. We've had 100% of the graduates who began their teaching career at Ettrick are still working in the field of education. They completed their 3 years of service. Many of them are still there today and have still been mentors. And we still try to place them there with the same principal. And she says that this strategy is both her recruitment and retention strategy. And one of my favorite statistics we say in 15 years is that 99% of our mentor teachers say that being part of this made them a more effective teacher. So this is not about just getting new people into the profession. It's also about retaining those extraordinary teachers who have been in the field. Next slide, please. Oh, there is one slide. No worries. There was one more slide before that one, but why does all of this matter? We are currently in a national teacher shortage. And what we know is that the enrollment in teacher preparation continues to go down. And we really believe that a lot of people don't want to go into debt and they can't afford the cost of a degree while foregoing a salary. We really believe apprenticeships are the answer to trying to help solve this critical issue in our society. And we also know that teachers who are not prepared for the reality of today's classrooms are more likely to leave. And then as we think about this, unprepared teachers and teacher turnover will ultimately affect student achievement and student outcomes. And I often say that teacher working conditions are student learning conditions. And if we really believe in the future of all of our students and their success, we also have to think about their teachers and how we are supporting them and ensuring that we have the highest quality preparation so that they are more willing to stay in the profession and do those long-term outcomes that we know students deserve. And so the last slide that I had was really just a thank you. And I put my email address, a very shameless plug that if anyone knows anyone who wants to be a teacher, we have a website, teachrtr.org, O-R-G, and we would love for anyone to apply. We do special education, elementary education, secondary education, and school leadership. That is my email address on the screen. And I just want to say thank you again to Virginia Works and the whole team for your willingness to let us talk about this amazing work that we've gotten to do together. And we're really excited about the future of all of this. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McKnight. Very much appreciated, and great work that you all are doing in such an important role as a parent of a kid who's getting ready to go into kindergarten. I appreciate the work that you're doing. So, and as a reminder to everybody, we'll send the slide deck with some additional information, some of the links that Dr. McKnight mentioned, so you can have those in your inbox hopefully tomorrow. So with that, we're going to turn over to the next portion of the town hall, which is a variety of updates from Virginia Works. We're going to have a few different presenters. We're going to have an update from last week's very exciting announcement on virginiahasjobs.com/artificial intelligence and some additional resources for our partnership with Grow with Google. And then we're going to have Dr. Cinda Degenhart discuss some opportunities for collaboration around grant development and helping to identify additional resources for workforce partners to continue the great work that we're all doing. And then Commissioner Ogley is going to round out with kind of a variety of updates of things that are happening, not only at Virginia Works, but across the workforce development ecosystem. So with that, I'll turn it over to Nora Ferrante, Virginia Works Communication Coordinator, to talk about artificial intelligence.
Hi, everyone. Hi, my name is Nora Ferrante. I am your Communications and ATPL Coordinator here at Virginia Works. I'm so excited and honored to tell you guys about a new exciting tool that we've made available to the Commonwealth. Virginia Works recently launched a new initiative, our virginiahasjobs.com/AI site, where you can activate your AI potential. Can we go to the next slide? This site lives within our greater Virginia Has Jobs ecosystem. If you haven't yet visited virginiahasjobs.com, we encourage you to do so. It is a site designed specifically to connect job seekers with their next opportunities across the Commonwealth in high demand occupations, organized by both region and industry. As AI creates exciting new opportunities, it's important that Virginians gain AI skills to fully reap the benefits of this technology and to ensure that everyone has access to these opportunities. So we created a new AI launchpad where users can explore a spectrum of these opportunities by their experience level. So whether you are just starting your AI journey and looking for an introductory suite of courses, or maybe you have a job in the growing field of AI and you're looking to develop real mastery of AI skills, we have an opportunity for you right here on virginiahasjobs.com/AI. Additionally, we are so excited to announce that Grow with Google has gifted the Commonwealth of Virginia 10,000 free Google Career Certificates available now through Coursera's interface in relevant courses to help reskill and upskill Virginians and grow our workforce to become truly future ready. By offering Google courses at no cost to Virginia residents through Grow with Google, the state's equipping learners with the skills they need to succeed. And to date, we've had over 13,000 page visits to virginiahasjobs.com/AI and almost 3,000 applicants for our licenses. So they're going fast, and we want all 10,000 of them to be used. So we hope you'll avail yourselves of them. Next slide, please. We want to encourage all of you to visit virginiahasjobs.com and virginiahasjobs.com/AI at the QR code here to explore your next opportunities and activate your AI potential. And we ask that you keep your eyes peeled too for more from Virginia Works and Virginia Has Jobs, like opportunities to develop your career skills as well as data and technology readiness. And if you have insight and inspiration around those career skills spaces or data science and technology, we would love to hear from you. We hope that you will reach out to us either by way of our virginiaworks.gov site or virginiahasjobs.com. You can reach us there, or you can reach out to those of us here in the presentation. And thanks back to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nora. And now we're going to turn it over to Dr. Cinda to talk about some grant opportunities.
Hi, thanks so much, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me okay?
Yep, we've got you.
Yep.
Okay, great. Dr. Cinda here. I'm the Grants Development Manager at Virginia Works, and I'm excited to share that Virginia Works is spearheading an effort to create a grant writing community of practice across state agencies to promote collaboration of grant writing best practices as well as collaboration in the development of new projects. Next, please. The goal of creating this community of practice is to create shared resources and write grants and create new projects in a more efficient way. We hope to share resources such as workshops, as well as our our monthly grants opportunities digest, creating grant repositories so that we can share successful grant examples to learn from each other, as well as agency policies and best practices so that we can learn how to better work together in developing new projects and writing these applications. We hope in creating this grant writing community of practice that it will really inspire collaboration on larger federal grants that really encourage multi-institution and multi-agency projects. This will help reduce redundancy across the state and will better serve Virginians in the long term. Next, please. So far, we've reached out to grant writing, grant development colleagues at the Virginia Economic Development Partners, DARS, the Department of Education, the Community College System, the Opioid Abatement Authority, SHEV, and so on. And the overall experience has been very positive. It seems that there is a need for this level of collaboration, and I'm really excited to be a part of this. If you have any recommendations about grant development or grant writing experts across different state agencies, please shoot me an email to help build our network and make collaboration on new workforce development projects across the state more possible. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Cinda. And now we'll turn it over to Commissioner Overly.
Wonderful. Thanks, everyone. And I'm here in the room, so if you're looking at the table of us here at the Wilson Center, I'm here in the corner. I think I'm the caboose on our very exciting train of discussions today, but don't sign off yet because we have a lot more to share. And I do want to just follow up on Dr. Cinda's points around grant development to say that if you did not have the chance to join the webinar or the knowledge sharing session, I guess I should say, that she posted yesterday, 2 days ago, it seemed like it was a really helpful discussion. There was a lot of, it seemed, of enthusiasm around us potentially hosting more sessions like that, and really more opportunities to really just kind of connect dots and serve as the sharer of other best practices that probably exist amongst all of you. So I hope should have received the recording of that. If not, reach out to us or put in the chat, and we'll get it out to everyone. Because I think there are a lot of best practices that we can share in the world of grant hunting, and hopefully we can continue to just surface those and help to connect dots. So we're going to host more of those, I think, if it makes sense. I also want to mention a couple things that we at Virginia Works are really happy to be collaborating on with a number of partners, maybe particularly in the world of employer engagement. And so I want to draw your attention to a couple things. If you have not been seeing either on LinkedIn or receiving some of the invites and sharing them out, we want to keep sharing with this group the series of webinars that we have been running, really focused on employers in partnership with VDP and the Virginia Chamber of Commerce. We're on our 4th one, and if you weren't aware, the 4th one is happening tomorrow, Friday at noon. And you can go to the little tiny URL link there to register or share that out. We've run these on registered apprenticeship, which obviously was discussed a little bit earlier with Dr. McKnight's presentation. We ran one on tax credits in partnership with DSS. And you heard on one of the prior Commonwealth-Wide town halls about the Care Advantage pilot. We talked about that. We ran one prior to launching the AI site on AI, and talked a little bit about employer perspectives on AI and how it's changing their workforce. And then we're running one tomorrow in honor of National Hire a Veteran Day for employers who are maybe considering what it looks like to really support veterans in the workforce. And that one is in partnership with DBS. So we're just really continuing to run these, I would say probably every 2 months-ish or so. We are always on the lookout for new topics, new programs across the Commonwealth that would be good to highlight for the benefit of employers, particularly maybe those who haven't engaged too much with the workforce ecosystem. We're trying to share them out on social media, et cetera. So I want to just draw your attention to that and the QR code to our new YouTube page, which is hosting pretty much all of these webinars and the recorded versions of them. So you can go take a look if you've missed them in the past. We also wanted to talk a little bit related to that. we have been working and continue to hope to do so very much as a cross-agency effort around what we're calling Together for Talent. And so I think many of you know, we as an agency have been running a workforce summit on an approximate annual basis for the short number of years that we have existed, 1 year. But this year we are really rethinking. We are running an annual summit again, but we are really rethinking what exactly it looks like. And so this year it is called Together for Talent. It is very much of a test run of a different kind of concept of what a workforce summit could be. It is primarily employer focused. We're calling it an employer experience focused on helping employers build their talent pipeline. We are asking for representatives across all of your partner agencies, or all of your agencies, to join us at this event, to be part of what we're almost calling a gallery walk and a series of booths. And you will all be engaged with the employers who are in the room, but the focus is actually going to be on those employers throughout the day. And they're actually going to step through different processes of building a talent strategy. And at the end, they're going to do some Shark Tank pitching with all of you on different types of programs that would be helpful to them. And so it's really going to be interactive. It's very workshop focused. We do have a cap on employer participants of 200. We sent it out yesterday, and I think we're actually getting pretty close to the cap already. But if you have not had the opportunity to share out this invite, and you know any dynamic, really probably chief human resource officers, talent development leaders, business leaders who are particularly focused on workforce, regardless of whatever their title may be, and particularly in the Richmond area, please encourage them to join. And if you aren't aware of whether your agency is participating with us, please reach out to Kathy Byron, who is leading the charge for us at Virginia Works on this event, and find out how you can get involved, because we're really hoping that it's something that can be truly a collaborative cross-agency effort. The other thing I'll mention on this that I didn't put a slide in on here for, but I should have, is we also announced earlier this week that as part of this event, we are going to run what we're calling a series of Virginia Talent Awards. And this is also kind of a first-time test run of this concept. With the 2025 Virginia Talent Awards, there will be 10 awards. There are 5 for employers, and there are 5 for all of you, the workforce practitioners, the staff, and the partners who are working every day on workforce development and bringing forward innovative ideas. We are going to really, over the course of the next months, the application or the nomination process, I should say, will be open for those awards, and the awardees will be announced by the governor at this event on Wednesday, September 17th. And so we're really excited to run kind of in parallel to the prep for this event, the Talent Awards. Highly encourage you to think about who who should be nominated, either on the employer side or on the practitioner side, our team members, and go through that nomination process. There's a very quick, simple form, and you can find it by going to virginiaworks.gov/talent awards. That'll be open until Monday, August 18th. All right. I also just want to draw some attention to you may have seen on particularly probably on LinkedIn, but also some emails going about virtual hiring events. We have really, as an agency, stepped up our efforts around virtual hiring events in the past few months. Much of that tied to Virginia Has Jobs. But I want to mention a couple of points. So one, really since the start of this year, we have run 21 virtual hiring events. We have engaged 866 employers in that process and 18,046 job seekers. This model seems to work really well. We want to do more of it, and we want to engage with you. And so we are thinking about similar hiring events that are, we've run a number that are regional and local. We've run one focused on apprenticeship. We called it a virtual apprenticeship expo on National Apprenticeship Day. We are going to run one statewide for veterans on August 18th in conjunction with DBS. We want to post your hiring events, virtual or in person, on virginiaworks.gov/job fairs. And we are running a number of these events on an ongoing basis on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, called Super Tuesdays and Workforce Wednesdays. So if that's at all something worth knowing, we haven't talked a lot about this in this forum, but we want you to know, we want to promote what you're doing, and we're hoping that you can give us some more ideas on how we should run more of these events and how they could be helpful to you. So just another point for your consideration. And
Okay. Nope.
Oh,
Just that's end of the program for today. We do have a few extra minutes here, so if there are any questions or follow up, go ahead and drop that in the chat, and we can address those in the next little bit. So while you're thinking and typing out your questions, just wanted to highlight the next two Commonwealth-Wide town halls scheduled for Wednesday, September 10th at 3 p.m. and then Wednesday, November 12th at 3 p.m. Those times are subject to change depending on presenter availability, but we try to stick to those general timeframes. So go ahead and mark your calendar, and then we'll send out the registration information, approximately 30 days in advance of those meetings. And again, as always, if you have something that you'd like to present out to this network, topics of interest that you would like to learn more about, shoot me an email and we'll build it into the schedule. We've got, this distribution goes out to a little over 650 people across the Commonwealth, partners up at the state and local level. So it's a pretty wide network of people across the workforce development spectrum. So we want to make sure that we're able to showcase and highlight the great initiatives going on, as well as best practices, and make those network connections so that people can leverage each other and each other's resources to have the most impact as possible. And with that, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. So unless there's any final concluding words from the Wilson Workforce and Rehabilitation Center team or Commissioner Oakley, I think we'll call it a wrap. And thank you all so much for your participation, and be on the lookout for a follow-up email with a lot more additional information and resources from today's meeting. So thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you.